What's going on, guys? The 6th of January, Friday. Looking at XRP, USD, Bitstamp data. TradingView is the charting service. Put out a community post on the community section of the channel here. Guys, welcome to the channel, by the way. Appreciate all of the new subs. Hope you're enjoying some of the content. Put out a post sometime last night. Not good. It was called for XRP. And if you had seen that, the reason why I wrote that is because yesterday's close, let me zoom in here. By the way, this is a daily chart if I didn't mention that. Yesterday's close was, looks like down 2.89%, nothing too crazy there. But we closed below 34,071. Been talking about that level for a while now. We had a close below that. We also closed below this white support line here that has been connecting all of these major lows here for many, many months. We have not had a close below that many times up until the end of 2022, and this year apparently we have one confirmed close, which was yesterday, the 5th of January. And then today we are obviously below that 34 level as well. We are trading at 33,610, it looks like this morning. So things can get dicey down in these levels. We can see some extreme volatility. And we saw that actually on the 2nd of January. Where we had a crazy range. We had a high of 35 and a low of 30. So a 5-cent range for XRP is very big. Actually closed up in the green that day. We are back below that level. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some crazy volatility down in these levels. Until we can get back above that 34,071, we could see some wild trading here. So just for the heads up, of course, I could be wrong, but it's a little uncomfortable being below this level. Keeping in mind, though, we are at historical demand zones. This 28 to 35 cent range for XRP is historically major support. For some reason, buyers, big traders, whales, call them what you will, step up and accumulate XRP when we get into these levels. So that could explain this candle that was on the 2nd of January that had a 5-cent range. When we got down to that 30-cent range, wicked all the way back up and had a close. Looks like what was the close at 34,832. So these are big shakeouts. These are where people step up and accumulate. So we'll have to see what happens here, but things could get dicey until we can get back above that 34,071 level for XRP. Like I said, of course, I could be wrong, but so far we have turned that 34,071 into resistance, as well as this white line is resistance right now. So we need to get back above that for the bulls. So until that can take place, things could be dicey here, in my opinion. Keeping in mind, we are at historical support levels, historical areas where lots of XRP is bought and accumulated between that 28 and 30 cent range. So, quick video. That is my thoughts here on XRP. We have been in a bear market looking over at Bitcoin for a little over 400 days. Historically, we are in the later stages of a bear market. We have been in bear markets for upwards of 1,000 days. We did have some big rallies in there, but until that previous high was broken, was 1,000+ days, but there's been other bear markets where 400, the high 400s were the end of that. So we'll see here. So far, we are still in this downward market. Markets are red. Things are ugly, but we are getting towards the end, perhaps 400+ days. Maybe there's a couple more months. We'll have to see. But XRP below that 34,071 level, things could get dicey. We could see some extreme volatility. I also keep in mind, though, that if price does continue lower here, I would be surprised to see, actually, real quick, if we undercut that low that took place on the 2nd of January down there at the 30-cent range. That was quite the day. Of course, we could undercut that, but that looks like a shakeout accumulation candle wick to me, which gives me some hope. But like I said, I always keep in mind the levels I have on the chart. As price approaches to the downside, looking for support. So let's say the price heads south a bit down to the 32,186 level. That would be the first area I'd be looking for the price to take a pause and look for some buyers to step up, and then so on as if the price heads lower. You can see on that big candle wick on the 2nd of January that we took a pause right around two of our levels, which are 30,559, and then right above that 3730, 30730. Anything's possible, though, so keep your ideas and whatnot in check as we are below this 34,071 level, as well as below this white support line. Not good to be trading below that, especially closing below that. And the reason is this has a look like a topping pattern, and the targets are much, much lower. If this thing starts to ramp up to the downside on the crazy overnight session on the 2nd of January, I thought that was taking place, and it actually was. And they scooped up some shares and closed the price actually up on the day, which was nice to see, but looks like we have faded a bit lower. Like I said, I'll be surprised if we undercut that 30-cent level, but I'm not going to argue with what's going on here. Like I said, until we can get back above that 34,071 and back above that white line on the chart connecting all of these lows going back to that June time frame, things could be volatile, things could get dicey. But I also keep in mind that we are 400+ days into this downward market. So at some point here, we will see a vicious rally, vicious spike to the upside. Maybe that comes after a vicious shakeout to the downside. Time will tell. All right, guys. Gonna wrap it up. Not financial advice. Hit that thumbs up. Appreciate it. Have a great Friday, and we'll check out some more markets here and try to get a couple more videos out. All right. Take care.